Ladies and gentlemen, due to some unfortunate market events recently, we're downsizing and we're going to have to let you all go. In other words, you're fired. Now, those are words you don't want to hear, right? Those have a major impact on your life. Unless you prepare for it in advance somehow. It's not an end. It could be a beginning for you. So let me tell you a few things about business in America right now and ways that you can insulate your life from devastation if that moment occurs. Okay? So, employment does not equal success. The days of working for a company for 30 years and expecting them to give you a pension and that you can live off that for the rest of your life, that's pretty much gone. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, government jobs still offer pensions. 80% of government jobs, state and local, you'll get a pension. But only 21% of private companies, or non-government companies, right, publicly traded companies and such, offer pensions. So that's not a lot. If you stay in your job forever and then you're done, how are you going to survive? Yeah, there's 401ks, but how's that gone for the last couple of years? Not so great. Okay? So then here's the thing. Small business in America, small businesses, in 2008, according to the SBA, the Small Business Association of America, there were 29.6 million small businesses. Okay? So that's 29. That's one business for every 10 people in America. There's a business. So right here, there are two businesses that exist just to serve us, 20 people. It's weird. And over 600,000 new businesses are started every year. Okay? And you've also been told a lie. Have you heard how many businesses fail in the first year? 50%? 90%, right? I think that usually when I hear people say it, they say 70 to 80% fail in the first year. And then of those, 70 or 80% of those fail in the first 5 years. Again, according to SBA, that's not true. That it's 7 out of 10 new employer businesses, a business that has employees, 7 out of 10 make it 2 years. Right, so that's less than 30, that's 30% or less that fail right away. So, and half survive 5 years or more. So it's kind of a lie. Why do I tell you that? You could go into business. There's lots of businesses out there, and there's room for more. There's services that people need. There's products that people need. And you might not have to quit your job today to do that. You could start a business on the side in case that day comes and you're downsized, your contract runs out, something like that. Think about, there's a couple of examples I have of people that started from nothing. Have you heard of Dell? Dell computers, they're kind of a big deal, right? Michael Dell started in a dorm room with $1,000. That's what he started with. And now they make $76 billion profit per year. See, this is research, but I didn't research that part. So. But like you go to Dell.com and you can see the history. And you can see how he started that. He did get investing from his family later, but he started his business with just nothing. Then FedEx. Have you heard the story of FedEx? Supposedly it was a thesis paper. He turned it in and the teacher, filled with derision said it has to be something that would work. Now, according to Snopes, that website that debunks myths, and also Wikipedia, it says it was a thesis paper, but there was no derision. There was no, it wouldn't work. And Fred Smith himself said, I think I got a C on the paper, right? But it was just a college guy with an idea. He started with literally nothing. On their first day of business, FedEx delivered 4 packages. Right? So it's not really great. Now, I heard a great story from Tony Robbins, and then I verified it on about.com, if you heard of that. There's a story, Colonel Sanders invented a chicken recipe. And instead of going in business and having his own store, he went to other restaurants and said, I would like to give you my chicken recipe to use there, but I want a percentage of all the sales. And people said, that's weird, and no, we're not doing that. Has anybody heard this story? Do you know how many doors he knocked on? 1,009. At what point do you give up? Right? I think after 500, I'm pretty sure this is probably not a good idea. But that's a story of perseverance and getting a business started. And he had decided he didn't have any other way to make money. But you do. And then I have a side question that feeds into this. Do you start a business? How many millionaires are there in the United States? Any other? 50 or 60? According to Reuters, or Reuters, however you say that, right? Reuters. Last year, the number of millionaires, and that's liquid millionaires, doesn't include your value of your house, for example. It fell by 2.5 million. So there were 2.5 millionaires who now are not millionaires. But the number fell to 6.7 million. There are 6.7 million people who have $1 million in the bank. Right? Now, how many CEOs are there? Right? CEOs are making millions, right? And in a company, how many employees are making millions? For most companies. CEO, the top 2 or 3 guys, right? Top 2 or 3 people. So being an employee, while it might get you through, is not a path to success. Success being financial in your life, and you have freedom to, the time to go with your family and take a vacation whenever you want to, like that, right? So what can you do? Now here's a source. Ramesh isn't here today, but in a speech he gave a few weeks ago, treat your job like you're a contractor, unless you're a contractor. Treat it like a consultant job. Treat it like I am on the path to improving this all of the time. Not just I show up and they give me a paycheck. Work at keeping your job and going up the ladder, because you don't make millions where you're at. Okay? But then you start your own business. You can do something on the side right now. What's the easiest way in the world to get a business started? It's the internet. You can start for $27, basically. Buy a domain and a web host and you're ready. And you can sell things on eBay. You can have your website and sell things as an affiliate, right? Joe sells a book for $200. You advertise on your site. Everyone you sell, you get $100. What do you have to do that? Nothing. You put up a link to his site and get people to yours. And then, you get a WordPress blog put up and you can have ads on it, just like that. Super easy, really quick. So you could go into business for yourself right away. A small business, to me, seems like the way to success. So we've been living for 60 years like if you work for a company for a long time, you get a gold watch and a pension. That time is gone. It's time for you to prepare your own retirement. You're the only one responsible for your finances and for your life, right? The company is not a babysitter. So maybe one day your side business becomes your main business. And imagine you as the boss, in charge of finances and totally in charge of your life. And never having to worry about you're fired. Thank you.
Thank you, Toby. It was an excellent speech.